Why do people misunderstand the timing of the rapture? It's either pre-trib, mid-trib, or post-trib, and some people have a complete cop-out and say pan-trib. But doctrine's important. And how do we get our doctrine right on the rapture? Not just the rapture, but anything, but the rapture. And it has to do with a term called dispensations. And all that means is a stewardship of time in which God dispensed truth to man. The Bible has not always been finished. And there was a time in human history where we didn't even have a Bible. God spoke to people. But then he started progressively revealing the Bible to mankind. Those are the dispensations. He was revealing mankind. You are accountable for the dispensation in which you lived, in which that truth was dispensed. Adam and Eve didn't have the Bible, but they had two trees, and God told them, don't eat of one. Well, they ate of one. That was their dispensation. So when you read about Adam and Eve, that doesn't apply to us physically, it applies to us spiritually. We don't eat of physical trees, we eat of spiritual trees. Then you had the age of conscience. That's the second dispensation. Then you had the patriarchs. Then you had human government. Then you had the law. That's when God brought Israel in to the world and started revealing truth through the nation of Israel, but they were in rebellion. And that's all part of the tribulation. That's part of what's going to happen in the time of Jacob's trouble. God's going to get his wife back. He promised them a land. They're going to get it. They're going to rule over the nations for 1,000 years sometime in the near future. It's called the kingdom of heaven. And then after the law, we had the church age. Grace. We're in that right now. From the ascension of Christ until the rapture of the church is the age of grace. That's the gospel of the grace of God. When we're taken out of here, the restrainer goes with us, the wicked one's revealed, and then the tribulation starts, the time of Jacob's trouble. Then what's going to be preached is the gospel of the kingdom, the same gospel that was preached in Matthew 10. Now, that's why people misunderstand the tribulation timing, is they don't understand how to study the Bible, and it messes up their timelines. They think God's finished with Israel. God's not finished with Israel. Israel is God's wife in divorcement. He's going to get her back. That's what the time of Jacob's trouble is about. The church is going to be gone into heaven, and we're going to be married to our bridegroom, Jesus. And then before that is the judgment seat of Christ, and then we're coming back to rule and reign in Revelation 19. I hope you're ready to go up with us.